Adult content creator Bonnie Blue will face trial in Bali tomorrow before being deported along with her entourage. The British Onlyfans star was arrested on suspicion of producing pornographic material. An investigation found she and the crew breached tourist visas and Indonesian traffic law by using an open pickup truck to film commercial content on a public street. All are facing bans from entering the country for at least 10 years. Adult content creator Bonnie...
Good morning, Owasso. This is the Twins with Owasso Live, and this is the Morning Loop. And I know what you're thinking. Why the hell do we care? Why should you care? And we really shouldn't. This is just pop culture trash. You know, this is TMZ tabloid garbage. The fact that there are so many people in the media. I mean, this is a distraction. There are so many people in the world talking about this, you know. And the only thing I can say about this is good. She should go to jail. She should be detained for a long time. You know, I mean, honestly, this is probably some marketing strategy thought up by her herself to take a break from having intercourse with people. You know what I mean? Give her body probably some much needed rest. But yeah, no, I mean, but look at this woman. Look at that girl's face. Like, that's a 26-year-old girl. My eye, that's a 26-year-old girl. She's got some city miles on her if she's 26, man. But I mean, I guess that's what happens when you probably live in the life of drug, sex, and rock and roll. I mean, you live hard, you play hard, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's very strange, and that too, the fact that a OnlyFans model feels the need to travel the world to get international stardom is kind of crazy to think about now. Like,
yeah.
I can understand, like, doing that to promote a movie, but you're doing that to promote you being a whore.
Yeah, but I mean, it's also just sad too. It's like the fact that, like, I mean, this girl should be. I mean, she will ultimately be a footnote in society. Like, no one will remember her. They'll just remember that a girl had sex with 157 dudes. That's about it. Like she has made herself I don't even know, a lab for just random guys. I mean, like, she just laid on a bed and let 1,057 dudes just poke around inside of her for a second and a half and then say, okay, next. Like, I mean, that's so gross, you know? It's like, I mean, you're supposed to be, your body is a temple and you're supposed to be intimate with only one person. That's the person that you participate in creation with, your husband. Like, what you're doing is shallow and vacuous and just, it has no meaning. You know, it's like, there's a reason marriage is between a man and a woman. You know, it's like God created the world, and man and woman, we get to participate in creation with God. I'm not saying we ourselves are gods by any stretch of the mind, but we get to participate in creation. Yep. That's such a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Which, here is how she got famous. You've already mentioned it once, but OnlyFans model Bonnie Blue has broken the world record of sleeping with 157 men in just 12 hours. That's how she has her claim to fame.
And I say sleeping, like sleeping with them. That's not like sleeping with a man. Like, I mean, like, literally, they just literally walked up to her, probably inserted for a second and a half, and then walked away. It's like, that's sleeping with someone. Like, sleeping with someone is like, you do the deed, then you actually sleep in bed next to them. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it's supposed to be. But, you know, this is just, again, it's a parody of what relationships are. You know what I mean? It's just so stupid.
Yeah. 100%. But that's her claim to fame. I have the article pulled up right here. Just let me know when you get bored with it.
Go for it.
But Bonnie Blue, snitch in Bali, explains why they ratted out the British sex worker to police. One of the individuals who claimed to ratted out Bali activities of sex worker Bonnie Blue to police is now spit out on how she tracked down and why. One of the individuals reported the activities of the British sex worker Bonnie Blue in Bali before her arrest last week, shared details of news.com.au on how they tracked her down and why. Bonnie Blue, whose real name is Tia Billinger, and who gained fame for having sex with more than 157 men in 12 hours in a documentary about her career on an adult content site called OnlyFans. She's arrested in a studio villa in Bali's suburb of, I'm going to butcher this name, Perurana, last week for allegedly producing pornography, in which is illegal to produce or even watch in Indonesia. 15 Australians and 2 British citizens, all men, were also found and arrested on site.
Stop. you know that they're going to like play this off as like some big feminist, like, oh, they're so oppressed in this country they can't even watch pornography, like trying to sell the fact that women being able to do what they want and selling and creating pornography is some empowering thing. You know, that's the angle they're going to go with this in Bali. Like, Bali's so backwards. It's like, no, actually Bali's kind of got it right in that sense, you know.
Yeah.
So sorry, you can continue.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. The way we tracked her wasn't particularly complicated. We just followed her through her gangbang bus, and the individuals, an expat based in Bali, who spoke on the condition of anonymity. But the cops, at first, they couldn't understand what was happening. We had to explain it to them, that there were about 20 guys and blue. They just couldn't comprehend it. So this goes to show you, is like, even a country couldn't like comprehend this act of degeneracy.
Yeah, they're like, what do you mean? Like she's just picking up random dudes and like cooking up with them, like multiple in a day. What do you mean? That's crazy talk. I mean, again, it goes to show you how that they have some moral fiber still in that country. You know, it's like back in the 50s, whenever we're talking about movies, like going, should a husband and wife actors sleep in the same bed or separate beds because the actors in real life aren't actually married to each other? Like, that's the kind of moral conundrums they were talking about in the 50s here in America. And now it's now it's Game of Thrones. Should
we show full frontal nudity on TV?
Unnecessary sex scene. Insert here now. Yeah. You know, full frontal nudity. Why was it in the book? No, we just want to see it though. Oh, okay.
Once they explained that she was driving around in a gangbang bus and she was bragging about sleeping with schoolies, some of whom were barely legal.
Yes, schoolies is a British term that it's like barely legal boys, basically. So probably like anywhere from like 14 to 16 years old, on the cusp of, you know, in the gray area of consent. You know, it's like, again, but it's like the problem with that is like 15-year-old boys. You know, tell them that they get access to sex. And you think those 15-year-old boys are going to assume that they're being abused? They're going to, no, this is the greatest day of my life.
Yeah.
So, again, this is why you have to have Christianity, why you have to be raised with some values. And we actually have a video of a kid denying her who was working at a Five Guys restaurant. So, but again, it's just, if you follow Christ, if you're a slave to Christ, a man has as many masters as he has vices. And if your master is God, then no one can control you except for the Lord. So here on the earth, you know, it's like going, if whatever your vices are, they will control you and you'll be a slave to them. And this girl is a slave to the dollar and to fame.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Which, again, schoolies means barely legal, and the footage was going to be worldwide available afterwards. They confirmed the activity was legal and took action. The individual said, then sent in some undercover agents and booked them. If prosecuted and guilty of violating law number 44 of 2008 concerning pornography, Blue faces up to 15 years in prison in Indonesia.
Good.
And a fine up to 6 billion rupiah, which is about $500,000.
Good. Again, you can't. This was like the illegal immigrant argument. It's like she should just be able to go there and do whatever she wants all the time. It's like, oh, I'm trans, I'm lesbian, I'm a porn star. Oh, sorry, do whatever you want all the time, whenever you want. Again, it's so stupid. That's like immigrants coming here and saying we could be able to do whatever we want. It's like she should go there and respect the customs and cultures that she's going to that country to participate in. Like, you're there on vacation, but she's there to film content with, again, what I'm assuming she's going to take the feminist, you know, standpoint and be like, we're here to free the oppressed, the sexually oppressed, you know, like that's the angle that the media will go with this to when eventually they get sick of her being, you know, locked up in jail for however long she's going to be in prison there for.
Yeah. The prosecutors may also apply the ITE law, Indonesia primary legislation governing electronics, information, and transactions, the breach of which carries a potential of imprisonment up to 12 years and up to a fine of 12 billion rupiah, which again is about $1 million, the same penalties that could apply to the two British men allegedly her videographers, who were both 27 and arrested with Blue last week. But the prosecuting them is really difficult here. The individuals who reported the alleged crimes told News.com AU because that what the police had to do to catch her in the act with the cameras rolling and that they just got there before. Why do I care? I'm not a prude, and I am not judging her. But Bonnie Blue's Bali gangbang is not where we want to be reputation-wise. Bali is not Thailand. Bali is not the Philippines. Business community doesn't want it. The expat community doesn't want it, and the local community can't even comprehend it. Pornography is illegal here. Producing pornography is illegal here. Working without a proper permit is illegal here. And we don't want Bonnie Blue's gangbang from Bali being posted and shared around the world. Bali doesn't need that kind of publicity, said the individual said.
Too late.
Yeah, it's like, this is the Streisand effect. Once you've shown this to the world, like, everyone's going to see it now.
Mm-hmm.
And now there's going to be the two sides of the argument. We call the traditional conservative side, which will be, yes, Bali, ban her, get rid of her, do all this stuff, and we need to be more like that. And the people are like, she should be able to do whatever content. What would you call the independence, or whatever they called like an anarchist style thing. She should be able to do whatever the heck she wants, whenever the heck she wants.
Again, it's the illegal immigrant argument. She's a visitor there. She should just be able to do whatever she wants. She doesn't understand the culture and the customs, Yep.
Looks like we got like 2 paragraphs left. Sure, we got the publicity anyway, but through the community's actions and the actions of the police, we showed that it is illegal, and out she went. Australians felt the same. The government wouldn't let her into their country. What people do behind closed doors is one thing, watching porn, whatever you like, but doing it in public and then promoting it around the world as Bonnie Blue's gangbang is too much. The Belizeans are spiritual people, and there is a certain rhythm on the island, and the kind of thing is not for us. We have had enough issues with tourists here as it is, the individual said. 14 of the 15 Australians believed to be tourists whom Blue and her team picked up with their gangbang bus bars and clubs were released shortly after their arrest. However, the immigration authorities were holding their passports as they are considered witnesses. The 2 British men, one Australian who was not been identified, and Bonnie Blue were conditionally released over the weekend, according to the local media. They will not be interviewed again by the police this week. She has been released and is cooperating with authorities, and the police are continuing to investigate. Blue spokesperson told news.com.
Yeah, again, this is just a win for her. This is just bringing more and more attention to her. I guarantee you that she's gotten double the subscribers, double the followers just because of this incident. I mean, this was well thought. If you think she just did this and this was a mistake, this was not a mistake. She did this intentionally. She went to a place where she knew if she couldn't get caught or they couldn't get her in a certain way, that she would be able to get out of here scot-free. So, I mean, she's going to be held probably until, like, January there. And they released her from jail, so she has to stay in her hotel and have an extended stay in Bali, Big deal. Big deal.
Yeah.
So, again, this was calculated. She's not dumb. Obviously, she's not dumb. But, I mean, she's making dumb decisions with her life, but she's making financially and, what would you say, commercially or marketing. She's very marketing and commercial savvy.
Yes, correct. But this next one I have is like, again, if this type of stuff is not shameful, why are all these Australian, teens or boys or 20-year-olds hiding their faces as they're coming out? If you're not ashamed of what you're doing, why are you covering your face?
Yeah.
So check this out.
Check the identities of the guilty.
Hey guys!
Cousin Id.
Are you happy?
Yeah, again, I mean, if pornography and having sex out of wedlock is cool, why are you guys hiding your faces? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why is this? What are you doing?
Yep. They don't want the.
They don't want the stigma.
They don't want the red pill community like showing these dudes' faces on the internet.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, let's roast these dudes hanging out with Bonnie Blue for a little bit.
Yeah, they don't want the smoke. And again, this is the way it is. I don't know, folks. I mean, it's just pathetic. And these guys think it's, they were probably just drunk having fun at a bar, and this girl goes, hey, you guys want to have a gangbang? And it's just a bunch of guys being like, oh, this would be fun. This would be a fun memory, wouldn't it? It's like, guys, don't be a slave to your vices. Don't do stupid crap like that.
Yeah.
Again,
100%.
Again, I'm not perfect. I'm not levitating above you. But, again, sex is supposed to be special. It's supposed to be two people doing the most intimate thing you can do with one another. And, again, it has the potential to create life. This thing here, I mean, what?
Women seem to forget that part, though, which is why they want abortion to be legal and freely available.
Yeah, abortion on demand, exactly. So again, it's a miracle. You get to participate in creation. That's the best way I've ever heard it put.
Yep. Which brings me to our first meme of the day, which is, would you rather be the first in line to fight the gorilla out of the 100-man competition, or to be the last in line with Bonnie Blue?
Yeah, no, there's no win in there. I choose death on both accounts.
Yeah. Well, like you would die in the gorilla thing, but at least you would inspire the people behind you.
Yeah, I guess so.
I love it. Next one. I love this one. This is her husband. Her holes are for everyone, but her heart is mine. That is the ultimate cuckoldry right there I've ever heard.
Yeah,
of.
again, this is the type of stuff that, I mean, people have always looked down on this in society, but yeah, I mean, nobody envies this guy. You know, I think this post was a joke, but you know, I mean, again, this is just marketing from her. It's just a joke post that they made. But again, this woman was married, and she's been divorced. I mean, again, because no man can actually stomach this. Like, no man wants to. I mean, we are territorial guys. Like, no guy wants to share his woman with anybody.
Guys don't like to share women and their cars.
Yeah, exactly. And again, this is. I mean, I'm sure when she initially started out and she was just doing solo content, it was fine. It's like, oh, no, yeah, you're making a boatload of money. That's really cool. And then all of a sudden, it's like, I'm being requested to do more and more intense stuff. And then all of a sudden, it's like, now they want me to do it with other girls. And the guy's like, yeah, that's fine. And then eventually, it's like, do you want to be on camera with me, sweetie? And then he's like, I guess I'll just cover my face. And then eventually, it's like, they're offering me $1 million to have sex with this other guy. And she's like, I can't turn that down. And he's like, well, I guess that's okay because the money's so good, and then it just continues, and it never stops. And then eventually the guy will realize she's not in love with me; she's in love with the money.
Yep,
It's
pretty
like
much.
she's in love with the idea of having the mansion and everything she wants and being the most desired woman in the room. And every girl wants that. Don't get me wrong. Every girl fantasizes about being the most desired woman in the room. And if you do enough sexual stuff, if you dress certain ways, you will be.
Yeah.
But again, until the next younger this is why the porn industry is so bad. It's so pervasive. It's so evil. You are the greatest thing there is until next year.
Yeah.
When there's another younger, prettier, hotter girl coming up.
Yeah.
And again, it is an industry that will use and abuse you. And I mean, the only thing, the only benefit to OnlyFans is being like, at least the girls are their own managers, you know.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you're still going to end up sad and alone and regretting everything you did when you finally have kids.
Well, and even getting into that is like, every guy wants to be the most envied guy in the room. But here's the thing: is like, while guys, it's so weird because this is a truth. This is a harsh reality. Truth is that a guy's reputation is also based on his woman's reputation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, whereas no one goes, oh my gosh, your husband's a bad person, we blame you for that. But if your wife is a bad person, the husband does get blamed for that.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about that? I mean, that's one of the red pill moments that I actually thought
Yeah,
about.
well, no, it's true. Like, I mean, like, this is the reason why people like Andrew Tate and, you know, the Fresh and Fit podcast, like, why, again, are they always right? Absolutely not. Some of their life philosophies are really pretty bad because there's no Christian morality, no Christian ethics in them. But to say that again, do you think that they would attain such a massive following if everything they said was wrong? No, you can see the truths and reality in their ideology. The problem is their prescriptions for what to do, and some of their prescriptions, not all their prescriptions, are not good nor healthy. You know.
Mm-hmm. Which brings me to this meme that we have pulled up, POV of your number 1057 at Bonnie Blues.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
bad.
It is bad.
Then there's this, which I don't condone. It's a funny joke. I don't
Yeah,
condone
again,
the thing,
and this
but
is
it's a
shock.
funny joke.
This is shock jock content. This guy is it's like Howard Stern, but you know,
Yeah.
it's like it's comedy. This is all for the sake of comedy and content. Like, again, this is why you can't trust anything you see anymore on the internet because you don't
This
know
could
what's
be
real and
edited
what's
in,
faked
yeah.
and generated.
Exactly. This could be edited in, like those people that edit themselves into like view conversations and
Yeah.
make them look stupid.
Absolutely.
So funny. But this is funny though.
Honestly, my dad is really, really proud of me. He sees how happy I am. He sees how much my life has changed.
I do want to say, though, I find that very interesting because that kind of shows me that I can do everything right as a father and still have a baby that I
Yes.
wish I would have aborted.
honestly, my dad is
Oh
really,
my gosh,
really
that
proud.
is bad, dude. That is bad. But again, it's like, would you rather I mean, again, how many of these silly little social experiments have you heard before? I mean, would you rather your daughter be a porn star or a lesbian? I mean, it's like, well, at least she's a lesbian. She's not going to be on OnlyFans or be a super famous, Or, again, it's would you rather your son be gay or your daughter be a whore? And I think most popular would probably say your son gay because, like, again, your daughter, I don't know, both are bad. Both are bad. And, gay community, like, what do you mean? It's like, exactly what we mean. There's a reason, there's a stigma to it. But again, it's just sad. It's just, there's nothing cool about this. I'm glad she's in jail. I hope, I wish they wouldn't extradite. I hope that they keep her there for the sentence of 10 years or so. I mean, again, if there's actually serious repercussions for women, like, they will change their mind. But the problem is, if she did actually stay locked up there for 10 years, what's going to happen? Feminist outrage, be like, there's nothing wrong with being sex work is real work. Decriminalize prostitution. It's like,
Yeah, if we got rid of no-fault divorces, you'd see a lot less divorces. All sorts of things, like everything in the systems do, unfortunately, favor women. They give them the opportunity to leave their husbands to become a ward of the state.
yes, divorce your husband and marry the state.
Yeah.
And again, and your husband still has to take care of you. Still has to pay alimony or whatever else. It's pathetic, man.
Yeah, and then you wonder why guys become deadbeat dads. You mean to tell me that half my paycheck has to go to this woman that left me because she doesn't like me anymore?
And I don't get
anything out of this?
I don't even get partial custody, let alone half custody. It's like I see him on the one weekend out of the month. Lucky me.
Yeah.
There's a lot wrong
You
with
wonder why people are why guys just lose faith in humanity at that point.
Yeah.
Just like, you mean to tell me that I have to do all this stuff and she doesn't have to do jack?
Yeah, I mean,
that's why whenever you hear the ones where the guys like where Adele divorced her husband and like he's getting a massive settle out from his wife leaving
disgusting.
him. Yeah, exactly. Like,
what a bum.
How dare Adele's husband take this? Like, well, guess what? She was the breadwinner. He was the one that was at home with the family.
He's entitled to it.
Exactly. He's entitled. He had a lifestyle that he was used to.
He's a custom. Yeah, exactly. So, again, there's a lot wrong with our societies. And, again, Bali, I think, is actually a Muslim society. And, it just goes to show you that some of these places have some moral integrity still in place, some decency laws. There's nothing wrong with having some decency laws. If that's the case, it's like we could just walk around naked in public. That's why they get nudist colonies. It's like, go off and sequester yourself somewhere else by yourself. But, yeah, no, I mean, it's just sad that she's exploded this much in society that, like, everyone's talking about this. It's sad. She should just be a blip in the she will just ultimately be a blip in the radar, a flash in the pan.
I mean, it's like the joke of once you hit 30, you're done. Once
you hit the
35,
wall.
35, you're done. No one's going to be looking at you anymore.
So again, ultimately, I pity this woman. She has convinced herself that chasing fame and fortune is far better than finding I mean, she was married. I mean, finding a loving husband who would love her for her and have a family with her. I mean, she's going to feel ultimately unfulfilled, and even if she does get to the point where she has a family, she's going to regret this. Again, and is it the OnlyFans? It's every single OnlyFans girl that's ever been on the whatever podcast. It's like, well, my kids might get bullied, but they can cry in a Ferrari and in a mansion. It's like, oh, okay, that's really gonna make everything better.
And what have you always realized from this is like every person you've ever talked to who's made, I'd rather had a normal life than had the rich, successful, whatever parent. Because everybody, I mean, all your famous childhood actors were like, I would have rather had a normal life because I got bullied relentlessly at school for like being in what everyone considered a bad movie. I mean, just look at what happened to the kid that was the
Anakin Skywalker
in the
Star Wars
first
Episode 1. He was bullied relentlessly.
Exactly.
Now this is pod racing.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to look at something. But you talk about it real quick. Is like with the whole the Sex and the City author. Regrets everything.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, and they'll sell you this, ladies. The left and feminism will sell you this lifestyle. Girl boss, you can have it all. You can't have it all. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can either be a super successful, hyper-empowered businesswoman, or you can be a mom. Now, I'm not saying you can't do both. Like, you can do both, but if you're good at one, you're going to fail in another. You can't always be the always on top of it, super great business sales or super great lawyer, and then be like this perfect mom. You're going to have nannies. You're going to have babysitters taking care of your kids, and they won't know you as mom. They'll know the babysitter as mom. They'll be raised, again, ultimately, you're paying someone else to raise your kids for you to chase success.
There it is. Boom. Let me pull this up real quick.
Okay.
I'll pull this up over here. I've got to...
People magazine, too. I'm surprised People even published this.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I need to pull this back up in a little small window.
You bet.
Shrink it.
Boom.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I mean, again, you can't have it all. You can't have your cake and eat it too. And again, I'm not telling you don't go out there and find a job and choose success. But what I'm saying is each decision that you make in life has its risks and rewards and its give and takes. Yeah. You're going to give yourself to your career, and you're going to take away a mom from your kids.
Look right here.
Or you're going to give yourself to your kids, and you're going to take away from your career.
Yep. Sex and the City author says she regrets choosing her career over having children. Socialite turned author Candace Bushnell reveals that her divorce made her realize the importance of starting a family. People, where is it? Where does it start at? Is that it?
Doesn't.
Or
I think
it
it was
doesn't?
just one of those headline pieces.
Yeah, let's see here. Yeah. Or it's just having trouble loading, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's one of
Either
those
way,
things.
the headline says it all. That's all you need to know. The lady who, pioneered. Sex in the City. Girls were brought up on Sex in the City when I was that was like the thing that girls watched back in the day, like the naughty show that they weren't supposed to watch, that they were part of like the cool girls club if they were able to catch it on HBO or whatever. So, again, you can't have it all. You can try, but if you're successful in one area, you're probably not going to be as successful in another area. You could be a great dad, but you might not make not all that much money. You could be a great business person, like Elon Musk, but be probably a pretty bad dad at the end of the day. Like I said, remember, Elon Musk has trans kids.
Dad,
yeah.
Elon Musk is a terrible dad.
I'm not saying he doesn't. He might want to be a good dad, but he just, again, how can you be a good dad and have that many baby mamas? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You can't.
You can't, and it creates resentment amongst the other kids.
Yes. It's like, you mean I have a brother that I never see and never hang out with because the moms hate each other? Yeah, basically. It's exactly why Solomon the Wise's kingdom fell apart, because he had that many wives and that many kids. Yep.
And then again, the whole whoever gets more attention thing. That happens in, non-family, non-divorced families too, but, they go, why doesn't dad love me? Is like, if you're not, at least the dad's in the same house and they have the opportunity to see him, but, when dad's not in the same house, you're like, oh.
Yeah.
Does dad not love me, or vice versa with mom or whatever?
There's a reason why the nuclear family is the ideal picture of society.
Yes.
So, again, that's really about all I've got for you today. The fact that we're talking about this is just sad, but we're going to end it on a good Christian note. Bonnie Blue getting turned down by a young Christian boy. So that's about all I've got for you today. This is the Twins with the Owasso Live. This was the Morning Loop. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe so you too can stay in the loop. That's all we've got. God bless you.
See you later, everybody.
Five Guys employee goes viral for his response to OnlyFans model Bonnie Blue.
The Five Guys. I didn't know if it was like a special room where you can take me out back.
No, I don't think I have one.
What about after your shift? I'd want to give you, a good rating.
I'm a Christian man and I'm with my
I'm asking for what's on the menu, that's all.
Genuinely, I feel like I'm doing it right now. I can hand you a menu if you want.
Are you on it?
No, I'm not.
Oh, that's a shame.
Follow now if you like Christian content.